So let's just find a comfortable place to land, to come into our practice, and come into our bodies. Maybe you're seated or laying down or in a chair, whatever's most comfortable for you this morning. Feel free to have some movement in your body as you get settled. Maybe stretching. And noticing what you're bringing into the practice with you this morning. What thoughts might be there? What sensations within your body? What feelings are present? We're not trying to push anything away. We're really trying to just notice and welcome. Feels like right now, I know for me and a lot of others, as we were talking earlier, things feel lots moving right now. There's a lot of change happening. So I'm going to offer through our practice, first of all, just movement on its own. Inviting our bodies and our minds to be a part of this movement. Finding a way to feel grounded within the movement. So just starting right now is noticing as we do where we're landing. Feeling the earth beneath us, feeling the props beneath us, whatever is there. You might even take your hands and place them on the ground. Feel the earth, feel that grounding. And then bringing your attention to the flow of your breath. So we're feeling the stability, we're feeling the movement in our body. You might even bring more movement through your shoulders, your hands, and feeling your body on the ground. And for our breathing practice today, do that alternate nostril breathing, which has a really beautiful way of perhaps helping settle our bodies, settle our minds, bringing a little bit of calm. And as we've done before, you know you're always welcome to do it without your hands. Today I'll cue it with the hands, but you do what you feel like doing. I love that we can do either with this breath. Right? So let's just start off by taking 3 nice full deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, you choose. And then as you feel ready, perhaps I'm going to use my right hand and using my thumb and my 4th finger. You can use your left hand to support your elbow if you'd like. And starting off with closing that right nostril, breathing deeply in through the left, closing off the left, opening up the right, and exhale. Inhale through the right nostril, closing the right, releasing the left, and exhale. Inhale through the left, closing the top, releasing the right, exhale through the right. Just moving at your pace here. Maybe one side feels a little more congested than the other. Offering balance to our bodies, to our brains. To our lungs. And importantly, to our nervous system. Notice if if the jaw is tightened at all, if you could soften there. Let's take 2 more rounds. And we can end it by exhaling through the right nostril. Beautiful. If your hands are up, feel free to lower them down. You might bring some movement into your shoulders, your arms, your wrists. Inviting a full breath in. And a nice long, smooth breath out. Dropping into your heart space, that's setting intention. Checking in right now. Why are you here? What's in your heart? And then perhaps setting out a dedication to someone or something. Use your love, your connection. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, let's take our time. We're going to offer us to start in a seated position today. So taking your time to get there. Feel free to sit up on anything that feels comfortable in your body. Maybe it's a blanket or pillow, or maybe sitting flat feels fine. And so we're going to really incorporate lots of movement into the practice. So let's start off right away with some cat-cows. You can let your hands rest on your legs anywhere, opening through the heart. Nice full breath in. Exhale, navel to the spine, chin comes towards the chest. Moving at your pace, your fingers might just slide down your thighs. And then we might bring some more movement. Maybe the arms reach out to the sides and back. On the exhale, you might round them down where the palms are facing down and then opening it up. There's no right or wrong here. Just find a flow, a movement in your body that feels kind of organic. And take one more. Beautiful. Finding a nice long spine here. And if you're sitting cross-legged, just putting the opposite leg in front. And then let's just bring some circles, some movement into the upper body. Letting the neck be fluid. And we'll go in the other direction. So here we are kind of flowing through everything, but at the same time, feeling your sit bones into the earth, the back of your thighs. Notice what's holding you up here. Beautiful. Coming back to that nice long spine. Let's release the shoulders down. Looking off to your left. Releasing the breath. We'll look off to the right. And then coming back to center. Nice. And then from here, I invite you to lift up your left leg, and we're just going to bring some movement into the hip. So a little bit of circling, reversing. Nice. And then we'll send that leg long as we tuck in, as you can see, tuck in the right foot. And let's just, again, we'll bring some flow here. So you can fold just a bit and then come back up. And your hands can be on your legs. So getting the blood moving here. Just go to that point that feels comfortable in your body. If folding doesn't feel good at all, then skip that part. Beautiful. And then from here, we can take this leg, bring it back behind us if it feels comfortable for you. If not, just keep it out straight, coming up on the right hip. And we'll do a little bit of flowing here. So you can bring your hands on opposite sides of your knee, letting the chest lead first, and then drawing the navel in as we come up. You can tent the fingers or use some blocks. Beautiful. Coming on up with your right hand grounded to the earth. Let's just sweep the arm over by the right hand, maybe lifting the hips, releasing them down, and then bringing your body, both hands can come back towards the other side. And then the right hand grounds behind you, maybe lifting the hips, left arm reaches up, your seat comes back down, and then again, twisting towards the other side. We'll do that 2 more times, making this your own. Leave out what doesn't feel comfortable for you and incorporate what does. Nice. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll take it to the other side. So you can draw that left leg forward. We'll send the right leg long, tuck in the left foot. And again, just do some slow folding, coming up. You can use your hand to warm the leg, the blood flowing. And we can come back up, lifting up this right leg and maybe holding your foot and circling through the hip. And reversing that. Beautiful. And then from here, you might send this right leg back behind you in that 90-90 degree, or opening it up to any level that feels right for you. Bringing your hands on either side of the left knee, and then starting to come down towards your knee and come back up. Just this nice little flowing cobra, if you will. You can use blocks beneath your hands, create a little bit more space. Beautiful. And then from here again, we can plant the left hand down on the ground or a block, sweeping the right arm across, lifting the hips, reaching the right arm back. As you sit back down, and maybe the arms sway to the other side, and we'll just keep flowing like this. About 4 or 5 times. Beautiful. Come back. So we're back in this 90-90, and then let's see if we can do a little bit of some windshield wipers. So just bringing the hands behind you and letting the knees fall side to side. If you'd like to add on each side, you might lift up the right arm as your left hand is grounded, and then as the knees sweep to the right, left arm reaches up and the hips lift up, but you could keep the hips down. Do what feels good here. Beautiful. We'll come back to our seat. And then let's find our way down onto our mat. You can take it with bracing yourself, or maybe you bring your arms out, shoulders release down, and you slowly come back, make it your own. Nice, we'll draw the knees in, take a hug here. And once again, let's get into the hips. So bringing the knees out to the side, away from each other, and circling them back in together. And we'll reverse that. Nice. Bring the feet down with the knees bent. Come to some pelvic tilts. So tilting the pelvis towards you, that feeling like you're pouring a bowl away from you, and you get that little space in the lower back. Check in with your shoulders. If they're lifted up, if you can release them down. Nice. And then from here, we'll find a flat back, just really trying to find a solid connection with the lower back here. And we'll lift up the knees. So we'll come into that 90-degree with our legs here, with the knees stacked right over the hips, soften the shoulders. We'll start to turn on the core a bit. So maybe tapping down the right toes and lifting back up. Tapping down the left toes, lifting back up. And we'll just alternate here. Check in with your shoulders. Notice if they're lifting as well. If we can just keep them nice and quiet. Beautiful. And then we'll come back where the knees are stacked. You can bring the hands up to the sky, rolling through your wrists, rolling through your ankles. Nice. And then extending the right leg, reaching the left arm back. And if it doesn't feel good to extend that right leg, just continue with the tapping, keeping the knee bent. Keeping the pelvis, the hips as steady as possible. Let's take one more set. Beautiful. Then we can release the feet down with the knees still bent. Well, get ready for a bridge pose. So if you'd like to have a block between the thighs, feel free to do that. Feeling your entire foot, feel the outline of your foot on the ground as we press the hips up towards the sky. Start engaging through your entire leg right into your glute. Feel as if the thighs are spinning in towards each other. Nice full breath in. On the exhale, you might reach the arms back and slowly lower the spine down. And then let's flow here, finding a pace that feels nice for you. Beautiful. Next time your hips are up towards the sky, option to stay there a moment. You might walk your shoulder blades in a bit towards each other, perhaps clasping your fingers, maybe coming up on your toes. Just kind of checking it out here. And on your next exhale, releasing and slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. If you have a block between the thighs, let's take a squeeze. Finding width and space through the pelvis, through the hips. Opening up through the sacrum. Nice. You can release that block. Let's send the right foot up to the sky, either using a strap or your hands can come right behind your thigh, rolling through your ankle. Nice. Bending the knee, lengthening the leg. And finding that stillness, drawing your toes down towards you, opening through the chest, the collarbones. Nice. Releasing, if you have a strap, releasing the strap or releasing your hands. And let's bring that leg halfway down so the knees are in line. If your left knee is bent, if your left knee is long, then just you could hold it right in between the sky and the ground. So feeling the engagement of your quadriceps, your hamstrings, open through the shoulders, your upper back. I'll take a full breath in right here, and then slowly lowering the right leg down. Beautiful. You might give that a little shake, your right foot, your leg. And then we'll switch sides here, sending the left foot up to the sky. Again, feel free to use a strap. But first, we'll start just rolling through our ankles. And then bending through the knee. And then find our stillness. Starting to peel the toes down towards you. Soft neck. You might rock your head side to side. Beautiful. Nice full breath in. And on the exhale, we'll lower the left leg halfway down. Finding that place to pause, where it's halfway between the ground and the sky. Feeling the full engagement of your whole left leg. And your toes all the way up to your left hip. Beautiful. And then let's slowly release the left leg all the way down. Nice. And then you can give that a shake. Awesome. Let's draw the knees in. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Pretend we're sitting in that bound angle pose. So maybe they're not touching. Maybe the soles of the feet aren't touching. It's an odd way to come into this pose, but interesting sensation. Check out how it feels in the hips. Release the shoulders. And then maybe pressing the feet up towards the sky. And then drawing it back down. We'll do that one more time. And releasing. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet wide on the ground, knees bent, and some windshield wipers side to side. Just let it go. Nice. And then from here, we'll find our way into tabletop. So you can roll your way right into it. You can come to your side and position yourself right into it, however you'd like to get there. And we can bring our wrists beneath our shoulders, knees hip width apart. We'll find some cat-cows, open the heart, full breath in. Exhale, rounding. Belly towards the spine. Just moving at your pace. Beautiful. And then we can find a neutral spine. Let's just lift up the right knee and make some big circles with your whole right leg. And reversing that. Nice. Then we're going to step the right foot forward. So you might want some padding underneath that left knee, totally up to you. Coming on up, not in any kind of deep lunge here or anything. And perhaps trying to find like a little balance move. So opening up the heart and maybe just picking your toes up off the ground. Notice what that feels like. Woo. Nice. And from here, we're going to bring some movement. So you might sit back towards your left heel. And then let's open this right leg out to the side, reaching the right arm. And then we're going to crawl it back in and open it up. Right leg goes out. So we're in that kind of gate pose or side plank. Take that one more time, curling it in and reaching out, long line from your fingertips all the way to your toes. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees back so they're next to each other. And we'll step the left foot forward. So we're in that lunge on the other side, but we're not really lunging, right? We'll find a little bit of balance here, kind of odd. Just kind of really getting into our bodies here. Nice. And then same idea, kind of this little squat down, sending the hips back towards your right heel. And then right hand comes out to the right side. Left foot reaches all the way out to the left. And we're in that kind of side opener. Left leg reaches to the left. Left arm reaches by your left ear. And then we crouch back in. This way. Beautiful. Bring it back to our center, both knees on the ground. Sweep the arms up, coming up on our knees. On the exhale, we can bring the hands back towards our feet, fold as much as feels right for your knees, and we'll come all the way back up again. And we'll take that again, crouching down. Beautiful, bringing our hands back out in tabletop. This time, let's just walk them out further, and we'll circle our whole body. And then reversing that. Beautiful. Walk the hands back beneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, and we'll send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. And pedal it out here. Screen. Option to use blocks beneath the hands that can give us lots of space and softness for the shoulders. You might inhale your right leg up towards the sky, bringing movement to your ankle, bending the knee and lengthening it, and perhaps stacking the hips, opening up that whole hip. Beautiful, bringing the right foot back down. An option to do that on the other side. Lifting the left leg, movement to the ankle, the knee. And then maybe sending your left heel towards your right shoulder, opening up the left hip. Beautiful. Bringing the left foot down. And let's walk our feet towards our hands. Into a forward fold, or of course, you're always welcome to rest your forearms on your thighs. Hands might be on blocks. Maybe swaying the hips side to side. Shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. Let's find a halfway lift here. Nice long spine. Hands anywhere on your legs that feels good. Notice how the hamstrings are feeling. We can soften down and we'll root to rise. Let's sweep it all the way up. Palms touch, we'll draw it right into the heart space. And let's sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Like you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhaling back up. Palms touch, we'll draw it right to the heart space. Beautiful. From here, let's sweep the right knee up. So maybe finding your drishti, something to focus on. And then bringing a little bit of movement to that right leg. So we can make some circles here. Softness in the left knee. Feel free to hold on to anything. You're still getting all the strength. And as the times feel right now, like we're gonna kind of step into the unknown. So the left knee is gonna bend. We're gonna reach that right leg all the way back. And nice and wide, you'll step it down. We'll be in a high lunge. So bending into the left knee. You might bring a bend into the right knee. Your choice here, or sending it back through the heel. And perhaps reaching the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. You might reach the left arm over, getting a nice big stretch here. And then reaching the right arm over. Beautiful. We'll come back to center. And you might want blocks nearby as we're going to basically do the same thing we did coming back here. So we'll press off that right foot. except, sorry, not the same thing, because the idea is to come down. So pressing off that right foot, and we could come down perhaps on blocks, keeping that right hip closed so the toes are facing down. So we're in that airplane pose, or warrior three. Nice. And then we can release the right foot down. Nice. We'll find that halfway lift. Soften down, and let's root to rise. Sweep it all the way up. On the exhale, we'll sweep it down. Again, finding a halfway lift. Softening down. Last time, root to rise. Bringing it to the heart space. And we'll switch sides here. So finding something to focus on as we draw the left knee up. Let's bring some movement to that side, keeping the right knee soft. Maybe reversing the circle. You might hold on to something here. And starting to bend into the right knee. We're going to send that left foot back. Make sure your stance is nice and wide, bending into the right knee. So we're in that high lunge. You might sweep the arms up, or maybe your hands are at your hips. Beautiful. Release the left hand down, be reaching over with the right. Bringing your right hand to your hip, and perhaps sweeping over with the left. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Inhale the arms up. We'll take that same root back where we're pushing off with the left foot and maybe landing on blocks into a supported warrior three. The hip is closed without locking that right knee. Beautiful. Let's bring the left foot down to meet the right. Bringing the arms back behind us, the knees are bent. And we'll inhale and come on up into, we're just going to do a moving chair. So the knees stay bent. We'll sweep the arms back, sit the hips back, and then bring it up. So what we're going to do is add on to this as we're moving like this, maybe lifting up your right foot, keeping that left knee bent. Then we bring the right foot down, and then lifting up the left foot, keeping the knees bent, and we bring that foot down. We're just kind of playing with this here, and your toes may stay on the ground. That's completely fine. Playing with balance and movement. Do it one more time each side. Beautiful. Next time, let's land in our nice tall mountain all the way up. On the exhale, bringing the hands behind our back, either interlacing or taking a strap, opening the heart. Beautiful. You can stay right here. You can bend into the knees, sit back into your chair, release the shoulders. You might shimmy them down away from the ears. And if a fold feels good in your body, take a fold. Maybe shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Beautiful. Releasing the fingers, and let's sweep it all the way back up. Tall mountain. Palms touch, and we'll draw the hands right to the heart. And just settle for a moment. Be feeling your heart beating behind your thumbs. Feel your feet on the ground. So you're feeling all this movement in your body, and feel your feet on the ground. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to offer us a breath of joy. So the breath of joy, we inhale 3 times and then a big exhale, and it's all through movement. So I can do it once to show you. I'm not sure if we've done it on this class, but it's Inhale, arms up. Inhale, out. Inhale, up. And then so it's all through the nose, except the exhale. Exhale through the mouth. So do one more. Beautiful. And then let's roll into our shoulders. Bring movement to our neck. Bringing our fingertips to our shoulders, rounding with our elbows. And reversing that. Beautiful. And coming back to the top of our mat. Finding our Tadasana, opening the palms, core is gently engaged. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms all the way up. And then on the exhale, we can fold and maybe bringing your hands to blocks. We're going to step the left foot back into a pyramid pose. So find a distance that feels comfortable in your body, drawing the left hip forward. Start to slide the shoulders back. Just notice how this feels for you. And if you want to take somewhat of a revolved pyramid, you might first start off with bringing your right hand to your hip, and then maybe starting to open up towards the right side. It could be a lot. So just kind of noticing that. And if you want to take it further, you might reach the right arm up towards the sky. Just be mindful of your shoulder here. And we can bring that right hand back down. Again, drawing the right hip back. Beautiful. And then from here, let's step the left foot back a little bit further. We're going to bend right into that right knee and come on down into our low lunge. This time really lunging in. So getting an opening through the left hip flexor. You might sweep the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. On your next exhale, let's send the hips back and lengthen through the right leg. Let's just move with our breath here. On the inhale, we can open, coming into that lunge. On the exhale, sending the hips back. Feel free to use blocks through all this. We'll do one more set. Find our way back into the lunge. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, so we're in our pyramid pose again. And then soften the right knee so we can step that left foot forward. We'll just take this right in the other direction. Right foot comes back, finding our pyramid pose. As we draw the left hip back this time, you might feel a pretty big stretch through that left leg. Shoulders are down and back. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. And then from here, we can hop that right foot back a little bit further, bending into the left knee, and we'll come on down into our lunge. Perhaps inhaling the arms up towards the sky. You might open it up, lift the chest, lift the heart. And then let's flow, sending the hips back, left toes reach towards the sky. And then walk you back into your lunge. We'll do that 3 or 4 times. So feeling the stability beneath you as we move through these. Next time you come into your lunge, again, we might sweep the arms up. Nice. And then we can bring them down, sending the left knee back to meet the right. Let's send the hips back into a child's pose. And we can keep it active. You might just let the hips kind of sway side to side. Nice. Walking the hands towards the right, maybe bringing the left hand on top of the right. And then walking your hands to the left. Right hand on top of the left. Coming back to center. On the inhale, coming on up, let's take it a little slower. So rounding through the spine. Crown of the head is down towards the ground. Still sending the hips forward. And then we'll start to open it up. So the shoulders start to slide down the back. The heart starts to reach forward. The head is lifting. And we open up the front body. And then let's do the same thing going back. We're going to start to send the hips all the way back into that child's pose. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time, rounding through the spine. Shoulders slide down the back. We open through the heart and then lower down to our belly. Take an inhale to cobra, turning your head to each side. And releasing down. So we'll take another cobra here. And then releasing down. Beautiful. Send the arms back. Shalambhasana, so maybe they float. Maybe you interlace the fingers. The head can lift. Neck is long, and maybe the legs lift as well. We're breathing here. Nice full breath in. When you exhale, you can soften down. Maybe making a pillow with your hands. Bend into your knees, let the feet sway side to side. Beautiful. As you're ready, let the feet come down. Sliding the hands beside the rib cage, so we're going to come into plank, or you could surely come into a forearm plank. So do what feels appropriate in your body. So starting to come on up, you might come into plank starting with the knees down, or you might come straight up into plank. You might keep the knees down. Feel free to flow here. So sending the weight back and getting some movement in the ankles, the heels, the soles of our feet. Beautiful. Let's bring that left knee forward. As we started in the class, lifting up the right arm, opening up your full front body here. You can circle through the right arm. You're always welcome to extend that left leg if you want to stay in a side plank with both legs up, or keep the one leg down. Let's come back to center, finding our plank pose. Again, could be knees down, knees up. Rock a little bit. And then right knee between the hands and your toes, and we'll send the left arm up to the sky. Again, option to have both legs out or right knee down. Find our way back into plank, lowering down the knees, and once again, sending the hips back. Child's pose, maybe the hands come back behind you, resting on your feet, with your head resting on the ground. Or of course, you can have your hands, your arms out in front of you in child's pose, whatever you prefer. As you're ready, we're slowly going to come up. If you have a block nearby, maybe grabbing onto it on the left side. And we're going to sweep the right arm all the way up. And then taking kind of a half camel, if you will. So my left hand is on the block, right arm reaching back. And then we'll switch. So bringing this right arm across your body as the hips come down. You might take the block now onto the right side. And then we'll bring it all the way up. Left arm reaches back. Let's do that one more time on each side. Nice. And then from here, we can find our way onto our backs. Let's draw the knees in, just rock side to side. Lower back, nice massage. Beautiful. Sending our limbs up to the sky, nice and softly. You don't need to press through anything. Have some movements in your ankles, your wrists. Letting that fluid flow. Nice. Bring the feet down. Let's cross the right leg over the left and give yourself a hug. Left arm in front of the right, giving a squeeze to the inner thigh, a squeeze to the shoulders, to the armpits, getting into all our lymph nodes. Beautiful. Open everything back up and let's reverse that. Reverse the legs, reverse the arms. Open it all back up. And then maybe find a happy baby here. Soles of the feet to the sky. Shoulders are nice and broad. You might rest your hands behind your knees or thighs. Maybe your hands slide up to your ankles or to your feet. We're just keeping the tailbone on the ground. You can surely use a strap here and maybe rocking. Check in that your neck and shoulders are not tensing here, not holding. Let it be soft. Beautiful. Releasing whatever you're holding. Let's bring the feet down nice and wide with the knees bent. Some more windshield wipers. You can have your arms cactused. Beautiful. And then we can bring the feet closer together and we'll come into a twist here. So maybe shifting the hips a little bit to the left, and feel free to use any props that you would like, letting the knees fall to the right. So maybe they fall on top of a block, or a block is between them, or no block at all. You can send the arms out like a T. Just encouraging, I use the block so the left shoulder can release down. And so for me, on one side, I need it, and the other side, I don't. It's just the way I'm built, right? And these twists, as we breathe deeply, we are massaging all these organs. It's beautiful. Little ring out. And send the knees back to center. You place the feet down and shift the hips a little bit to the right. And then let the knees fall to the left. Again, you might open up the arms here. Maybe turning your head to the right or up to the sky. The other thing is, if your shoulder's not touching the ground, you could always place a blanket under your shoulder. That's fine as well. Just making sure your body feels comfortable in the pose. It's not a right or wrong. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Lengthening the spine. And then checking in here with your body. Is there any pose, any shape, any stretch you'd like to take before you come into Shavasana? Please feel free to do so. And checking in to see how you would like to take Shavasana today. Maybe your calves are on a chair, up a wall, or on a cushion, or it might feel good to just lay flat out on your mat. You might cover your body. And again, really noticing the stability beneath us. Feel the grounding the earth can offer. And feel the flow of your breath just moving on its own, softening every muscle it touches. Letting the head be heavy, the jaw released. Releasing your neck, your shoulders, your arms. Soft belly, soft heart. The volume of your legs. And just be. to deepen the breath. Perhaps taking a cleansing breath, deep inhale through the nose, filling all the way up. Exhale, side out, let it go. Inviting any movement of your hands, your arms, your legs, and stretching. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side, and taking a moment and checking in, noticing how you feel in your body right now. And as you're ready, slowly coming up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bring your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Hey, Sherry.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I was a little late.
Hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather
Oh
now.
my God, I am. It was gorgeous this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'll take it.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks so much for being here. Enjoy the
Bye.
day.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.